So with that, I'm gonna pass it to the next brother. Shalom.
Psalms chapter 37. Chapter 66. Top. Alright? Yo, it's perilous times coming to the world. And like the scriptures say, despise not prophesying, alright? And what are the major prophecies? It's death, evils, destructions, famine, sword, pestilence. Alright? On a scale that's never before been seen, it says 66. You got it. Start at 17. Start at 17.
This is Psalms 37 and 17. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous.
The Lord upholdeth the righteous, which is why we're striving to be sanctified by the Lord in these times now while we still can. Because, yo, the Lord is going to save his elect, and the elect's going to be sanctified, which means they're going to be made righteous. Alright? Now, the wicked, however, are going to be destroyed. Keep going.
The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever.
So the Lord knows who's upright, and those people are going to inherit the kingdom forever. The Lord knows everyone's hearts. He knows everyone's spirit. He's the Father of spirits. So he knows who he's going to save. He knows the path which they're going to take.
They shall not be ashamed in the evil time.
They shall not be ashamed. That's a major word. A lot of these people out here are going to be ashamed in what? The evil time. When they start seeing, oh man, I can't take care of myself. Oh man, especially if you know that your wickedness is what caused this for you. You know? You going?
And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied.
Read that again.
And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied.
Read that whole verse again.
Right. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied.
And the Lord willing, the elect, if we are of the elect, we will not be ashamed in those evil times, because our shame's going to be covered up. Just like when Adam was, not even Adam, when the Israelites, when they was worshiping Moloch in the wilderness, what did it say? The scriptures say that Aaron made them naked. We're not going to be ashamed. We're not going to be naked. We're going to be clothed with what? The breastplate of righteousness. The helmet of salvation. We're going to be decked out in the Lord's armor. So we're not going to be ashamed. We're not going to be naked. And on top of that, in famine, what's that? What's going to happen in famine?
It says they shall be satisfied.
In famine, Lord willing, we'll be satisfied. We're not going to be looking like everybody else, eating each other. Because like the so-called white man is trying to actually condition people to feel like cannibalism is cool. There's actually a movie out about some so-called white woman, an Edomite, who goes around and eats people. And then one of the reviews actually said that the movie is making cannibalism look sexy.
I think it's called Raw.
Raw. That's the movie. The movie's called Raw. I think it's a French movie. Yeah, it's a movie called Raw, where they're making eating people look like some shit to do. People are actually being conditioned to eat people. Like I said before, they have websites where people go and voice their fetishes for cannibalism. Or what's that thing called? WikiLeaks brought it out. Spirit cooking. When they do mock rituals of cannibalism, like these Hollywood elites and all that.
With the sperm and the blood.
God, you can bring it out if you want.
The spirit cook, I know there's some other stuff they do. I don't know if it's piss, feces, whatever, but I know it's sperm and blood. They mix it up and they throw it in a ball or some crazy shit.
All types of weird shit, man. It's spiritual wickedness in high places, and our people don't consider it. Now keep going.
Verse 20. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs.
The enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. Now what does that mean? In Leviticus, the fat of lambs is used as a peace offering. So the wicked is going to be burnt up as a peace offering, ushering the kingdom of everlasting peace. You understand that? They're going to be made as the fat of lambs. That's a sweet smelling smell to the Most High. Hey, the scriptures say that Most High loves to do judgment. And that's a heavy judgment. For this whole land to be burned up, that's crazy. You know?
The enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. Shall they consume away?
All right. You got that Psalm 66?
Psalms chapter 66, verse 2. Sing forth the honor of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say unto Yahweh, how terrible art thou in thy works.
How terrible art thou in thy works. Not, oh my God, how, okay, yo, the Lord's bad. The Lord is the Almighty, Allah Shaddai, Allah Shaddai, the Almighty, terrible. The scriptures say right there, how terrible is the Lord in his works. You going?
Through the greatness of thy power shall thine enemies submit themselves unto thee.
Through the greatness of thy power shall thy enemies submit themselves. The enemies are gonna submit. You know when you got somebody in a damn guillotine and they gotta tap out? When they submit, when they're like, yo, if you don't stop, I'm done. That's submission. That's saying I quit. That's not saying, Lord, it didn't even say the Lord's gonna knock them out. He said he's gonna make them submit. He's gonna put them in a figure four. Feel me? The Lord's bad like that, man. He's gonna pull your arm back to where you say, stop. It's easy. The Lord can just come knock you out if he wanted to. But that's what the famine is. That's what the evils is. That's what the pestilence is. It's gonna make you submit. It could be easy. The Lord just came through and just wiped everyone out, got the elect, and just dipped. No, that's not what the Lord's about to do. The Lord's actually about to make y'all submit because y'all don't want to fear the Lord willfully. Y'all don't want to fear the Lord willfully. Yo, the Lord got everybody's number out here, man. Bring that up.
All the earth shall worship thee and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name. Selah.
Bring that out. Job 23, verse 25.
This is Job 23 and 15. Therefore am I troubled at this presence. When I consider, I am afraid of it.
Read that again.
Therefore am I troubled at his presence. When I consider, I am afraid of it.
Now Job said that he's afraid of the Most High. It's one thing when you say you fear the Most High, because sometimes that's the thing that people just say. I fear the Most High. I fear the Most High. But Job said, when I consider him, I'm afraid of him. Who is he? The Most High. When you read the book of Job, Job never called him. I don't think you see the word Lord in there. You see Almighty. Because Job was afraid of him. You see that? Because there was no mediator. Like Job said, he said there's no daysman between me and the Most High. There was no Yahushua. Y'all people take Yahushua's blood for granted. If it wasn't for Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, yo, we wouldn't be able to talk to the Most High, basically. The Most High would just come and have to judge you. And that's that. Or when the Israelites, when the Most High called down to Moses and they saw it, they said, yo, we don't ever want to see the Most High ever again. The Most High's terrible.
For Yahweh maketh my heart soft, and the Almighty troubleth me.
Right. Yahweh makes, you see that's in all caps, the word Lord is in all caps here? It's God. It says God. The power makes my heart soft. He said it makes his heart soft. The Lord makes him feel like a little bitch. Why is that?
Because I was not cut off before the darkness, neither hath he covered the darkness from my sake.
Read that again, read that again, read that again.
Because I was not cut off before the darkness.
I was not cut off before the darkness. So he didn't kill me before the darkness came, but what happened?
Neither hath he covered the darkness from my face.
But he didn't cover the darkness from my face. So he didn't take the darkness all the way from me. He didn't kill me, but he touched me up a little bit. He made me submit. The Lord made me submit. That's what scares me. He didn't just knock my ass out. He put me in a damn rear naked choke. That's crazy. Job said, because of this, I'm scared of the Most High. I am afraid of the Most High. Because he could have killed me, but he took my children. He turned my wife against me. He took my cattle, my oxen, my sheep. He took it all from me for what? I'm righteous. That's what Job's saying. I'm righteous. But yo, get me you got the apocryphon? Get 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, verse 48. Because Job was actually going off when he was saying, because I'm righteous, which he actually was. But the Most High is like, yo, the Most High regards no man. He accepts no persons. So you actually could be righteous and get dealt with. And you would have to deal with that. Yo, go to Job 38, verse 1. Because Job said that he wanted a daysman, a mediator, to talk to him and the Most High. Now, why did he need that mediator? Why did he want that daysman? 38 and 1. Hold that.
This is Job chapter 38, verse 1. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said,
No, just imagine that for a second. Visualize the scripture. Job is complaining, I just want to talk to God. And Yahweh just shows up out of a whirlwind. You see why we have Yahweh shot? I don't want that happening to me. I don't want the Lord appearing to me out of a whirlwind. Alright? Keep going.
who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge?
Now, actually read that again. Start from verse 1, read it all over again, because I want you to understand. Because a lot of people make it sound like Job was being justified in this moment. That's not what happened in this chapter. The Most High was actually calling Job out. He didn't say, and the Lord answered Job's friends. He said the Lord answered to Job himself, who was saying, I'm righteous, and why is this happening to me?
Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge?
He said, who is this guy who's talking all this shit and he don't know what he's talking about? That's what the Lord himself said to Job. He said, who is this guy who's talking all this shit about me and don't know what he's talking about? And Job was one of the wisest men on the planet at that time. And he said, this man is darkening counsel. That's crazy. Read that.
Gird up now thy loins like a man.
Yo, the Lord came out and said, gird up thy loins like a man out of the whirlwind. Now read that.
Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and thou answer me.
Now he said, gird up thy loins like a man, and I will demand you to act like a man because you asked for this. I will demand you. I will demand it of you that you be a man. Alright? Now can you imagine the Lord gave you all these pestilences, all these problems, and he hops out of a whirlwind and says, yo, gird up your loins. I demand it of you. You got boils all on your face. Your children are all dead. And the Lord tells you to man up. You see why we got Yahweh shot? Read that for us.
Where was thou when I laid the foundation of the earth?
Yo, he said, where were you? Where were you? Now, actually finish that verse. Finish that verse.
Where was thou when I laid the foundation of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding.
Yo, he said, where were you when I made the earth? And tell me how I made it. Tell me how I did it. If you were there, tell me. That's how bad the Lord is. That's why you can't question nothing he does. Nothing that he does. Can the clay say to the potter, why hast thou made me thus? No. Everything the Lord gives you, you gotta eat it. You gotta eat it. Yo, the Lord's not about to pass you some kale or something. You like, nah, I don't eat kale. Nah, you gonna eat that. You gonna eat it. Alright? Give me a second. Let's just actually go to, just read 48. I'm gonna have you jump back.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 48. In this also thou art marvelous before the Most High.
Now the Lord told Ezra that, through the angel, the Lord told Ezra this, that the angel's basically telling Ezra that the Lord sees him as marvelous for this very reason. Now what is it?
In that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous.
Now you see that? The Lord said that, through the angel, the messenger, the Lord said that Ezra was marvelous because he did not count himself righteous and he humbled himself. Now that's beautiful to think about. The Lord's like, well, I'll give you this. You don't see yourself as a righteous person, so in that case, and you're humbling yourself that way, so I see that as marvelous. Because in the times to come, we're all going to be having something that we have to go through. We're all going to be judged. So we can't look at ourselves as righteous, or else none of us would have to go through Jacob's trouble. But we all are going through Jacob's trouble. 2/3 and the elect are going through Jacob's trouble for a reason. Because we all need to be tried. And some are going to be, I'll tell you this. You get Matthew 3rd chapter 6th verse. No. Did you read verse 8? Alright, read
2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time they shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
See that? Now read that again.
For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time they shall dwell in the world.
Now many great miseries are going to be done to them in that latter time which we're in right now. But why are these miseries going to be done to these people? Why?
Because they have walked in great pride.
Because they have walked in great pride, in great haughtiness, loftiness. You know? Now go to 2nd Ezra chapter 4 verse 11. You have
Second Ezra chapter 4 verse 11. How should thy vessel be able to comprehend the way of the highest, and the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight?
read that again.
How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest, and the world being now outwardly?
The way of the highest. How can your vessel, your earthly vessel, be able to comprehend the way of the highest? The highest. How can you be able to comprehend the way of the highest? Now just stop for a second and think about that. You, a human being, dust and ashes. Read that again.
2nd Ezra chapter 4 verse 11. How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest, and the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight?
So the world that's outwardly corrupted, you don't even know how it looks like to the Most High. Like, yo, the Most High actually asked Esdras if he could show him the image of a voice. And he said, if you can't do that, you shouldn't really be asking me no type of questions. If you can't show me what your voice looks like, you can't ask me no questions. Most High is bad like that. Yo, there's a lot of times where Esdras is getting cut through the whole chapter, through the whole book. That's what actually was beautiful about this book right here.